Morning, everyone. Uh, Along with you, I can see over 100 people here in Bengaluru, but there are a lot of people joining us virtual as well. Hi to the virtual audience. So you can see Bangalore folks. You can see there's a camera over there. So we are streaming our virtual folks over there. I hope Surendra's turban is not. It's visible. Is it? No, it is good. It's okay. I mean, I think. So, hi to the virtual folks. Virtual folks, there is a small change in the link, right? The link which you have gotten probably in the email, that link is not working. We have shared a new link. I'm sure you joined this new link. We can see around 40 plus. Rahul, how many do you have? 70. 70. Wow. 70 plus people joining virtual. My only request to the virtual people is, since there is a change in the link, can you please share this new updated link to your friends so that they can also join? But yeah, we would love to have hundreds of virtual folks along with our in-person folks to this event. So for that, we will wait for another 5 minutes since there is a change in link and people are still joining, right? We'll start in next 5 minutes and our speakers are ready. Vishwa and Kiran are here. We are super excited to have their session over here. One small change to the event. Instead of doing Agent Force keynote, we are doing a TDX preview. So there is a dedicated session on TDX. Okay, there is something surprising and we are also not anticipating. So yeah, Vishwa and Kiran are going to share a preview on TDX in another 5 minutes. So looking forward to an amazing session, and just we'll wait for another 5 minutes so that our virtual folks start joining and we'll kickstart the event. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you back.
Cisco?
Physical audience, you are saying yes. So one second. Can anyone confirm from virtual team? Anyone can able to hear? You can send me a message. Or probably our in-person folks. Okay, our in-person folks given the thumbs up. They can able to hear me. Uh, just the people who are sitting outside this room can also hear me. Perfect. I got messages. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in person as well as virtual. I know the only thing we are all anticipate before sleep is there should not be any glitches, right? But this is bound to happen, and we got a small glitch. We changed our YouTube link to a separate link because whenever it is hybrid, it is a bit of challenge. We need to hospitalize our not it was that hospitalization. So our hospitalization. Uh, but yeah, we are trying to the virtual folks. One message to you: since we have changed the link, we want you to share this updated link to your friends so that many people can join. Our speakers are ready to start the session in another 1 2 minutes. We are prepping up with the decks and everything. There's a huge crowd here in the Bangalore. So Bangalore folks, you want to say hi to your virtual folks? Maybe so Bangalore folks, you want to say hi to your virtual folks? Maybe a loud sound of hi. Why also you say? It's unfair, yeah. So we'll say hi, virtual audience. Okay, on count of 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. Hi, virtual audience. So yeah, we'll start in another 1 2 minutes, guys. Hold us for few minutes, and we are going to get started. Thank you. Folks, can you just confirm we are starting now? Am I audible, virtual folks? Rahul, can be able to make sure they can be able to hear from this microphone as well. Can the team check on the virtual medium if I'm audible or not? Thank you. I'm audible, right? Perfect. Am I visible? My screen is also better. Okay. All right. Thank you. Lot of sweat has been came out, though Bangalore is not too hot because of the arrangements we are doing at the last minute. Uh, Once again, I want to thank the audience who have come to the Bangalore and thank to the audience who joined us virtual. I know we have gone through some of the technical glitches, but we somehow figured out and now we are good to go. So to get started, I want to share my gratitude to our Bengaluru Dreaming team co-founders. My other co-founders are here, Rupalika and Akshay. A round of applause to them. And there is Bengaluru Dreaming Core team, volunteers, and our beloved Bengaluru community folks are also here. Thank you for coming down, guys, on a Saturday morning. I know you're always there for us and you always come to any of our events. And thank you to the virtual folks for being here. And I thank each CGN who contributed to this event. Just to let you know how many communities are participating today? Any idea? Three communities? 20? 40? Any other idea? So across India, there are, I just had a list, okay? I'll probably read out very fast. So at this point in time, other than Bangalore, TDX Mega Roadshow is happening in Hyderabad. Are you guys aware? Yes. It is in-person event. Other than Hyderabad and Bangalore, it is also happening in Jaipur. So three events are happening in person, but there are 40 plus community, around 45 communities are virtually participating as well. My heartfelt gratitude and thanks to the CGS who are supporting this. There are community leaders from Delhi NCR, from Maharashtra, where Pune, Nagpur, and Mumbai communities are participating. Communities from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Namakkal, and other cities are also there. Communities from Bihar, there are a couple of communities from Bihar also are on live streaming. There are communities from Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Kolkata, Gujarat, Kerala, and Ranchi. So I mean, I don't know if you can able to see that these are the communities who are participating today. Thank you everyone for being part of this virtual uh, roadshow, and we are very much happy to host you for the Bengaluru roadshow. So on that note, I'll take a couple of slides before we start the session of the day. So I hope virtual folks can able to see my slides from the virtual medium itself. You can see it in YouTube only. For the physical folks, you may need to see it here. For virtual folks, can you able to see this? I think Rahul is doing the arrangement. Perfect. So, by the way, you guys are seeing here, virtual folks are seeing in YouTube. So there is a two different arrangements we have done. So we have, other than Salesforce development, we are reinventing and reuniting all this stuff over the night. I don't know if you guys have seen my carry bags. I had carry bags on my eyes also to make sure these things are there. So yeah, so this is me. I'll not introduce much, but this is more about me. If anyone want to connect on LinkedIn, you can able to connect. I'll go past. So I just want to give a overview of Bengaluru Dreaming because there are multiple virtual folks are participating and to give you overview of what we have done. This is the overview. We have 1800 plus attendees and we have 52 speaker sessions. We have 15 sponsors. Workshops conducted by developer relations team. 600 people participated in the workshop. We have 5 tracks and I mean we have none other than Arundhati Bhattacharya participated as part, for Bengaluru Dreaming as a keynote speaker. How many of you are there in Bengaluru Dreaming from the audience? Wow, I can see good number of hands. I'm sure virtual people, if live chat is available, you can say me, me, if you participated in the Bengaluru Dreaming conference. So this is all about Bengaluru Dreaming. And why I'm talking about Bengaluru Dreaming, right? Bengaluru Dreaming team is so excited for TDX Bengaluru. We are so happy that TDX came back to India after 6 years, and we are doing some of the initiatives. I don't know how many of you are following our podcast. Anyone of you have seen our podcast in Bengaluru Dreaming page? Can I see the hands raised? Yes. A few people who saw our podcast. We are doing podcasts to build awareness of the TDX and to build the enthusiasm towards the TDX. Our podcast is a huge success and we are getting a lot of traction. Along with that, we are doing road shows. Uh, and today is one of the roadshow event. There is one big event we are going to announce very soon, probably at the end of the session. We are doing another roadshow as well. And hackathon team matching. How many of you are registered for hackathon but still struggling to get a team? Can I see? So first I want to see how many of you registered for hackathon as well. Okay, good amount of hands. I'm sure virtual people keep it. I am, or hackathon in your live chat. How many of you are facing difficulty to form teams? Can I see your hands? Looks like majority. How many of you already formed teams? How many of you already formed teams? Very minimal. I guess this is something we need to solve. Kiran and Vishwa turning their heads and saying how many hands are getting raised. So for that, we are coming up with a initiative. Very soon you will hear it from us, from Salesforce as well. So we are trying to help you to make your teams form. And how are we going to do and what are we going to do? You will hear it from us very soon. Also, not only that, we are also releasing some of the blogs. You might be asking, Sesha, why blogs? There are a lot of people coming out of Bangalore and they want to know how to stay in and around the venue, some of the places where they can visit, some of the food they can try. So we are writing multiple blogs on that and those blogs will be live very soon. So these are some of the initiatives we are taking to make sure TDX people who are coming will have some hassle-free experience in Bangalore. We being the Bangalore community, it's our responsibility to take care of the guests coming out of the venue. Thank you for your applause. So yeah, these are the blogs. Many of my friends outside Bangalore are calling me, messaging me, literally torturing me. Sesha, tell me some of the venues nearby. Tell me pocket-friendly venues. Tell me a good venue where I can pay less but have the royalty, right? So we are trying to list out some of the hotels, hostels, apartments, homestays, and villas. We already listed out. It took a lot of days for us to list out, which are in and around the BAC, which is our venue for TDX. So this blog will be out soon. Also the transportation guide, many people are discussing about how can I come from Indranagar, is there any metro, this, that, because figuring out metro in Bangalore is a big challenge, right? And coming via road is another big challenge. We know Bangalore is known for weather and best traffic in the world. So we have metro. We are writing a blog in a way at any point in place. How can you travel through metro and come to the venue? Because the venue to the metro is hardly few meters away. So actually, preferably you prefer the metro so that you escape the traffic. I mean, assume if you are coming to hackathon as well as conference, that means 4 days into two trips, 8 trips you need to do. So you will end up having 2 days in traffic only if you do 8 trips to our BAC. So best blog is coming out. I just reviewed it yesterday night. It was so good. I'm sure you guys will have a benefit, especially to the ones virtual people. You need to must and should look into these blogs. And yeah, any culinary experiences, activities, local culture. If you are coming for more than few days, you can stay here and you can get some output of it. Okay, today there is a contest. It is applicable to both in-person folks as well as virtual folks. And this is the contest. You need to post about this event in socials, right? Social media, especially only on LinkedIn. Right now we are running on LinkedIn. And there are $200 certification voucher we are going to give away. And how are we going to give away? as mentioned over there, top 10 highest engagement posts. So I'm sure there will be lot of posts coming out, and only the top 10 highest engagement posts we are going to give away what? $200 vouchers, right? And this is applicable to both virtual audience as well as in-person audience. So, I mean, yeah, I can see people are taking photos. So take photos of this event, take photos of our speakers and post it in social. We should explore the social angles today, right? This is what the roadshow is. Yeah, some of the rules, only three rules we have. One is tagging requirements. You need to tag the speakers, our well-renowned speakers, Kiran, Manyala and Vishwa, and you need to tag our, organizers as well. At the same time, you can tag your community friends, some of the Salesforce leadership. I would recommend you can tag Kavindra Patel as well. So he should not be sleeping today, right? Right now it is US. He might be probably going for a sleep. He should not be sleeping. It should tongue. Your tag should pop him up. So jokes apart, yeah, you can tag anyone. It would be great if you can tag your friends, community leaders, and all. Hashtag, make sure you use this hashtag so that it will be easier for us to identify you, right? TDX Bengaluru 25, TDX BLR 25, TDX Bengaluru Mega Roadshow, and Bengaluru Dreaming, since it's an initiative of Bengaluru Dreaming. Winner selections, as I mentioned, highest engagement. Highest engagement is nothing but likes plus comments plus reposts. Okay, you have 100 likes, 20 comments, 5 reposts. How much it is? 125. So based on that, we'll pick the top 10, right? So that the criteria will become much easier. So these are some of the key dates. The contest starts on 29th March. As of when is 29th March? Today. So contest already started. You can start posting about it, and it will end on 5th April, 10 p.m. IST. By that evening, it will be ended. By next day morning, 6th April, the announcement will be done. Who are the top 10? Clear, guys? How many of you are participating in this contest? Awesome, wow. Almost everyone. Good to know. I'm sure I can't see the virtual folks' hands, but I'm assuming your hands are raised wherever you are sitting. Uh, in case if you want to, if you have not followed the Bengaluru Dreaming page, this is the time. Do follow because this announcement is going to happen in Bengaluru Dreaming page. Uh, the in-person folks, you can scan it from here. Virtual folks, you can scan it from your YouTube and follow our page and make sure the announcement happen over there and you also get timely updates from Bengaluru Driven. So whatever the blogs I have talked about, those are also going to post in the Bengaluru Driven page itself. Alright, I can see few people are still scanning the code. I'll pause for another 5 to 10 seconds. Alright, just take a photo. You can scan it later as well. Thank you. Okay, we are not at done Trailblazers. Did I told about any other announcement? Yeah, surprise. Are you guys excited for the surprise? Are you guys anticipating something bigger and better for TDX? What could be that? Any guesses? Any guesses you are anticipating? Hopefully she comes that I think better Vishwa and Kiran answer that. I don't know about that. I'm not talking about on the day of TDX. Are we going to do something better before TDX? Volunteering? It's a Salesforce event. Salesforce will have their own volunteers. So you will not have any voluntary work, but you will have a lot of work in the event. Hackathon. Hackathon is already being coming from Salesforce. I'm sure Vishwa and Kiran are going to talk about it more. A roadshow. Which roadshow? Any guesses? Even virtual folks, you can guess it out in your chat window. Any guesses? Should I go to next slide? Yes. Or should I just play with you for some more time? I know you will hit me if I play around. Yes, someone told something. Exactly, we are doing a 5K walkathon, guys. And it is back. I may not hearing the virtual folks claps, but yeah, we are back with the walkathon. It was a huge success last time for Bangalore Training Walkathon. How many of you participated in this walkathon? Awesome. So how was the experience? It was nice, awesome. How was the breakfast? Right. So whoever is participating to the walkathon, you will get the complimentary breakfast. You will get exclusive T-shirt. You will get participation medal, so that you can brag about it everywhere in socials at your home also. You can also get a chance to win certification vouchers. So for today we are giving away 10 vouchers, but on that day we are giving away 30 vouchers. Okay. And how can you join? How can you join? Yes. Yes, there you go. Here is the registrations. I can see everyone is opening their mobile and scanning. Maybe Kiran, Vishwa, you should see this how enthusiastic are folks when it comes to. I feel like a celebrity. You open the mobiles and take pictures. Thank you, guys. Okay, I know you are scanning or not taking a picture. Yeah, please do register. We are having a limited people going to participate in this walkathon. Once our registrations are done, we will close it. So make sure you share it with your friends as well. I hope you would have seen the dates. When is the date? April 12th. Where is the venue? Here. No. Where is the venue? Taman Park. Our Bengaluru's the best park and the most visited park. And the park is well known for. I'm not talking anything. But we will do walkathon over there. It's the early morning walkathon, and we will start at 6 a.m. Right? So before the sun hits our faces, we'll try to escape and we'll complete the walkathon. I'm looking forward to it, guys. And I want to also let you know we have a sponsor for this walkathon. The sponsor of the walkathon is Copado. We have Copado team here. Thank you, Vivek. So you should clap to Vivek and team who is sponsoring this walkathon. Copado is our official walkathon sponsors. Thank you, Copado, for always believing in us and supporting us for whatever the initiatives we do. And we truly admire your leadership and your products as well. Thank you so much. Virtual folks, in case if you want to join before TDX, probably you can join us. And it is going to be a fantastic day. And we are going to have a very good walkathon. I will not push you more because you must be coming for hackathon and conference. But yeah, if possible, please do try. I'm done. Thank you. It's time to take over by Vishwa and Kiran. And the upcoming session is not Agent Force keynote. We have a surprise. As I mentioned earlier to our in-person folks, I'm telling to our virtual folks. It's not Agent Force keynote, guys. Vishwa and Kiran want to surprise us with something else, and it is a TDX preview. So they want to show you how TDX will be, what TDX will be, and what you guys are going to expect. May I know how many of you are already registered for TDX? Wow, majority. How many of you are not registered for TDX? Okay, few folks. Probably this preview and this session will motivate you to register. And I'm asking the same question to virtual folks. You can also message who are yet to register, already registered. Keep registered, yet to register. You will get to know. And on that note, I'll share a video before Vishwa and Kiran take over the stage. This video is all about TDX 2019. I'm just checking with Rahul if he is ready. And let me know if audio is audible. I'll keep my mic to the laptop so that you can able to hear. Anyway, it's a background voice. There is nothing much is there. So, how many of you have seen this video? TDX making video 2019. Wow, hardly few hands. So probably is the best place where we can play this video. I'm just checking if virtual folks can able to see this video. There's a request to stop this light. Can you guys able to see properly? Good enough? Okay, just a second. We are arranging few things. Alvani, what did you opt? Say switch. All right. All right.
Exciting times and looking forward to greeting our Trailblazers who are going to come here and learn.
By the way, this is going to be 2x or 3x in TDX Bengaluru 2025. Are you guys excited? Yes. So, before I invite our speakers, let's buzz this entire room with energy, right? I want you guys to shout TDX Bengaluru, right? This is the road show. In political road shows, how much shoutings we'll hear? We'll not have that much, but we will just shout for some time. We'll make sure Salesforce is hearing us. We'll make sure Salesforce is also energized with our road shows. So on count of 3 to 1, what we are going to shout? TDX Bengaluru, right? 3, 2. By the way, I'll say TDX, you say? Easy, right? So on count of 3, 2, 1. TDX! 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 How's the juice, guys? I know Uri came long back, you would have forgot, but you know the answer. How's the juice? All right. On that note, I'll hand over the stage to my dear brothers, as well as our pioneers of Trailblazer community, Kiran Manyala, head of PAC relations team at Salesforce, Vishwa, senior manager, technical relations team, Salesforce. Please come onto the stage and the honors taking place.
Good morning, Bengaluru. Hi, good afternoon. What I don't know what the time is. It will 1 minute. We are on the border, but good afternoon slash good morning. Um, I'm very excited. By the way, audience on YouTube as well. If some of you are watching, thank you so much for joining the live broadcast of TDX Bengaluru Roadshow. I would like to first, before I even start talking, I would really like to thank the Bengaluru Dreaming Team, the Bengaluru community leaders for making this happen. Sesha, Chaitra, Akshay, Gopalika, I don't know who all are there today. If I'm missing somebody, I'm so sorry. But I think the energy, the passion that I see every time I come to Bangalore, it always inspires me. I take back a lot of energy when I go back and I become more productive for the next 2 weeks. right? That is how it is. That is how infectious you guys are. Um, yeah, it says registration for TDX is officially open. Please register. Uh, so how many of us have actually been to a TDX conference in 2019? See, not all of you have actually come to a TDX conference. Now, I'll also have to share you context on background of how actually TDX came into existence. Like, what is TDX? What do you think TDX is? At the end of the day, what is it? It's a developer conference, right? Now, every product-based organization has a developer conference of its own. They are big conferences. Sales. Can you talk about other tier one events that Salesforce has? The big events Salesforce actually conducts. Dreamforce, uh, World Tours. How many of us have actually heard about Dreamforce? See, most of you have heard about Dreamforce. That is because it's one of the largest marketing conferences in the world. And Salesforce brings its customers, partners, trailblazers, and everybody to one single forum for 3 days, right? And it's a celebration of innovations, new products, keynotes, luminary notes, a lot of experience areas, activation areas we have across Dreamforce. And it's one of the most popular conferences in the world. Now, as you know, Salesforce is a company which really cares about its trailblazer communities. I mean, the culture, the values, they come top down, right? And Salesforce is one of those very few companies that build its product around its communities. It's not the other way around. It takes a lot of feedback, understands what our trailblazers need to build better customer experience on the platform, and it builds and it's still building the platform to what our trailblazers need. It's understanding what is really pioneering, customer experiences these days. It is all about AI. It's Agent Force. It is about data. So Salesforce has pivoted in that direction, and it is really making inroads into the customer circles, the partner circles, and also the trailblazer communities. So Trailer DX never existed um, before 2015. Yeah, we didn't have a Trailer DX. I mean, we didn't have a developer conference until then. It was only just World Tours and Dreamforce. They were happening every year. World Tours were happening in a lot of countries once Dreamforce happens. Now there was a huge demand for a DevCon. There was this excitement. There was this anticipation. People like Kavindra, uh, they were like really asking, where is our DevCon? I mean, where is Salesforce's developer conference? Java has one. I mean, Microsoft has one. Google has one. All of us have one. Where is Salesforce's conference? It's a beautiful platform around which our trailblazer communities are built and around which their careers and lives are built. Where is the conference for our developers? I mean, that has been a long pending question that hasn't been answered for a long time. And one day in 2016, I mean, I'm on live, but don't remember the year, but definitely it was around 2015, 2016. That was when the first ever developer conference was announced, which was TDX. It is our developer experience. Right now, this conference is all about inspiring keynote. Right? First, we go into the keynote and we talk about the innovation. I mean, we talk about the overall picture for the future. We talk about how Salesforce is going to really make our customers' businesses thrive. How it can make our developers experience the joy of building on this platform. I mean, that is what the keynote is all about. It sets the tone for the whole conference. I mean, we have some awesome speakers every time in the keynote. They are the best. They're one of the best in the world. They are the execs, who are leading these products for us, and they're going to stand on the stage and deliver for us. Once that keynote is done, we slowly move into sessions because see, keynote is not depth. It is about the breadth. It gives you information about various things that are happening around innovations in Salesforce, and then we go into the breakout sessions, wherein we talk about more specific use cases, wherein we talk about a lot of technical stuff. And it's not just that. It's not just breakouts and sessions. It is about experience areas. Let's say you're a developer and you want to be challenged. There is an area called mini hacks. Right? You can really go ahead and hack those challenges and be rewarded for that. And there are Trailhead quick starts. If people are new to Trailhead, or not just new, if you're a big fan of Trailhead and you want to explore in-depth stuff about a lot of things that are happening around Salesforce's innovation, there's a quick start area. No, there is going to be agent force consultations area. If you really want to understand how agent force works, how agents are built, how agents add value to our customers, how agents actually take context, intent from the data that we have, and really give our customers that experience. There are agent force consolidation areas, right? And not just that. There is platform 360 area where you can talk about a lot of components that we have in the overall Salesforce ecosystem, industries, right? There is manufacturing, there is healthcare, there is automobile. There is a lot of demand in India, especially on industries, right? A lot of us are working in these niche areas. Then there is MuleSoft, there is Starview, there is Slack. All these, products that there is Data Cloud as well. All these products after the keynote, they slowly branch out into experience areas, activation areas, sessions, and breakout areas. And there is this beautiful community core, right? Community Cove is where the Trailblazers get together. It is their home to sit, to connect, to interact with a lot of our MVPs, a lot of the inspiring, personalities in the community. And not just that, there are some very interesting sessions that are actually delivered in the Community Cove as well. And along with that, let's say your friends or your loved ones or your families are actually new to the Salesforce ecosystem. So how do they know about this conference? How do they actually, can they really directly go into a breakout? No, they can't, because they need to understand what Salesforce is. That is where we come up with the getting started with Salesforce area. And that is a beautiful area. All of you know, how many of us have heard about Journey to Salesforce? Right? It is our flagship journey in India. We're going to have a lot of information about that. And we're going to talk about, a lot of things that you can do as part as part of the mentorship program. And how many of us have heard about the Agent Force Keys? Have we all signed up for one? You should. It's a beautiful environment. You should explore it. And so this is what TDX is. On an overall thing, if you ask me to really summarize TDX in 2 minutes, it's keynotes, and we have luminary notes. So these are inspiring personalities in our societies who are really creating impact. They're going to come and they're going to talk about their passion. There's going to be a lot of fun in these interviews, and we're going to have some very candid conversations in these luminary notes. And we're going to have a blast with a band, a rock band. TDX is not just about just content. It is about inspiration. It is about having fun. It is about giving back. Giving back is going to be so inspiring this year. I'm really excited for that part as well. And absolutely lots of delicious food. There is no shortage of food for all of us. I know, we all love food in India. And in fact, the whole experience of the conference is definitely, one of the main pillars is food, right? If the food is not good, you're like, no, conference is not good, I'm going back. So that is how it is. So I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of what actually Trailhead DX is. It is going to be the largest Salesforce developer conference of this year in TDX Bengaluru. So that is a huge news for all of us. And everybody were telling, hey, TDX is coming. TDX has got keynotes, luminary notes. I agree to all of that. They were telling TDX is coming to Bengaluru, India, after 6 years. You guys should be so lucky. You should be, thinking that, okay, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for all of us. You need to sign up. And I was listening to all of this and I said, I think TDX deserves India than India deserving TDX, because India is the largest, one of the largest and the most vibrant developer communities in the world. And why not TDX come to India? Why not? This is the ecosystem which is actually building those, out of the world experiences for our customers. And who deserves TDX more than us? TDX also deserves us. It is lucky to come here. That is what I was telling to all of my friends there in San Francisco when they said, TDX is coming, you guys are lucky. I think it is both ways. It is mutual. And we will now, slowly get into the slides. And, talk about a lot of things that I just mentioned. I mean, one of the surprise element I didn't actually talk about, and I purposely did that because I did want to leave it as a surprise. I mean, most of you know about it, but I don't know if you really know in depth about what you're going to miss if you're not part of it. Okay? So, Vishwa?
Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Yes. All right, cool. So yeah, I think Kiran gave you a lot of information about TDX.
Hopefully, all the right information.
Yeah, he's always seeing me because he's a little cautious that what he is going to announce, which are not yet to be announced.
I mean, I'm on live.
Yeah, so he's a little cautious about it. But yeah, as Kiran was saying, TDX is coming back to India after 6 years. I don't know how many of you were part of 2019, but I would like to see hands again. How many of you were part
Just
of
4 or 5 of them.
4 to 5? Okay, great. Have you heard about TDX happening in the US?
Yes.
You heard about it. Okay. And Kiran also gave you the details of what it is. Can we all go to TDX US?
Yes.
Yes?
Wait,
All
no,
of us?
should take a visa and buy a ticket, you can.
I mean, can we afford it
We can
at the individual capacity?
Why can't we? I mean, they are Salesforce developers, for
Yeah,
God's
that's
sake.
true. That's true. But yeah, I think this is
One of the highest paid professions in India, Salesforce developers,
yeah,
architects.
that is true. Actually.
They're
Yeah. So I think this is an opportunity for everyone to be part of TDX and experience it because we are bringing all the elements what happens in the US. We are in fact adding more elements to engage our audience in India because it's all you end of the day. And we know you are more technical, you go into depth and breadth of all the Salesforce products. So there are amazing product managers, engineering teams, right? And amazing guests who will be coming and delivering a lot of sessions, a lot of content, a lot of hands-on workshops, right? It's an opportunity to come and experience. Keeping that all aside, TDX itself is an experience.
yeah, and if you are getting all of that experience, why do you need to travel to the US? I
Exactly.
mean, you're getting all of that experience to India with what? 2,000 rupees? It's all your money is worth. Even if you're traveling from outside Bengaluru, you're getting a free certification voucher, which is 16,000 rupees. And there is food, there is rock band, there is entertainment, there is content, there is learning, there are connections. I mean, there are so many reasons why you have to come to TDX. I don't think there is no reason why you can't.
And we want to give you more details which haven't been announced yet.
Oh yeah, this is the
Yeah.
first time anybody in
So-
India would be seeing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to Bengaluru Dreaming team, it's on live as well. So some of them outside this room will also be seeing this.
Yeah, I think Kiran touched most of the stuff, but I would like to reiterate. So we will have more than 250 plus sessions over 2 days. And all these sessions are delivered by product managers or engineering teams who works at Salesforce directly from the people who are actually building these products, right? From community leaders, MVPs, right? And all the technical experts.
And if you see this very closely, 50% of these sessions are hands-on.
Yeah.
So this is like hands-on experience. You're going to get your hands dirty and learn about this technology in depth. So that is a huge advantage. One of the reasons why you should come.
Yeah, when you say 250, you can't attend all 250. We know that, but we have content for everyone. You are like a college student or just starting your Salesforce job, and it's very new for you. We have a lot of sessions, content, and hands-on for the beginners. If you're someone who is like an admin or a consultant, we have stuff which are not very technical. I mean, there is some content for you as well. If you are an advanced developer or an architect, we have content for you. So that is where you are seeing more than 250 sessions. So we are keeping in mind all levels, all skill set, and we have dedicated tracks for everyone. So that is what it is. And of course, Agent Force is the buzzword. You're seeing everything around Agent Force, and that is how the entire industry is pivoting into, right? AI and Agent Force is the platform what Salesforce is providing for all of you as developers, and this is an opportunity to upskill yourself if you haven't started upskilling on Agent Force because this is going to be the future.
And also this conference As we told you, there are 250 expert-led sessions and 50 plus product demos. I mean, this is the latest update about our innovations. This is the place where you are going to get the latest update. I mean, if you want to really stay ahead of the curve, I mean, what really differentiates Salesforce developers from others? That is because they are closely connected to the technology advances. That is because they are part of the communities. That is because they are all united. And that is what makes them more updated, and that is what
This would be demoing what is new coming into each product. It could be Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, or your company might have asked you to skill up on a new industry like automotive, manufacturing, right? What else? So we have demos where you can directly talk to the product managers or the engineering teams and understand what is already there and what is coming in the roadmap. So you have the opportunity to directly interact with the product managers as well. And of course, uh, connections, right? I can't reveal the number, but as someone was saying, TDX 2025 or TDX Bengaluru 2025 is 3.5 times larger than what we did in the US. Sorry, in 2019. And it's almost double than TDX US. Almost.
is that even what you're telling now?
It's much bigger. I know I'm on live, but yeah,
Yeah, we don't know the number, but it is definitely a
bigger than
pretty
TDX.
big conference.
Maybe the people doesn't know the number of 2019. The audience wanted it.
In 2019, I think we had around 3,500 attendees. Now, let's say this is a very big conference. I'll leave the number in your mind.
And though it's a big number, the buzz or the momentum, what we are seeing is it's very amazing. Every day we just refresh and we see thousands of registrations coming in. And you don't need to be surprised if the reg closed in next 1 week. Oh yeah, yeah. So we are a limited capacity, but it's an opportunity. If you or your friends or colleagues have not registered, I think this is the time. Once the registrations are closed, even if you reach out to us or anyone, we can't do anything.
In fact, we are not here today to ask you guys sign up and all.
Yeah.
We are only here to excite you for the upcoming event and the upcoming celebrations, and also to tell you what you are missing if you're not coming. I'm not telling that, okay, if you're coming, this is what you're going to get. I'm actually telling you what you're missing if you're not coming.
Awesome. Yeah. So moving on, this is something we are announcing at TDX Bengaluru Roadshow and to all the people live. So here are the executives who are going to be there. Salesforce Bengaluru, TDX Bengaluru. Kiran, you want to talk?
Yeah, I mean, Muralidhar Krishna Prasad, I think you should follow him on LinkedIn. He is our CTO and president at Salesforce, and he leads the unified agent force platform, which includes MuleSoft, Tableau, Data Cloud, and he is and Einstein as well, and he's I mean, one of the brilliant leaders we have in the tech industry on the whole globe. So he's going to be there. Wonderful speaker. You should see his previous keynotes as well. He's awesome. Then we have our very own Arundhati ji. So we'll have, yeah. So this is the keynote. I mean, not all of them, but these are the execs who are going to be there at Bengaluru for TDX. We have Parul Jain. She heads the. I mean, let's talk about Arundhati ji. It's not fair. She is our. I mean, one of the persons that has inspired me the most in the recent times. She has taken over Salesforce when everybody were really thinking, okay, is she the right person for Salesforce? Is she the right person to lead Salesforce India? Oh hell yeah, she is. I mean, she's not just the Salesforce of India now. I mean, CEO of India now. She also heads the ASEAN region for Salesforce. So it's not just India. She's the CEO of India and ASEAN Salesforce, and she has got a lot of value. I mean, one of the most respectable figures in the entire industry for all her contributions to the fiscal backbone of India. And she has got all of that experience, her connections, her contacts when she has come into Salesforce, and we have touched $1 billion revenue. As I mean, it's the first time that Salesforce India has ever touched, and we are in very, very good hands with her as a CEO. So, big round of applause to her. I mean, Parul Jain, she is part of Salesforce India, and she heads the R&D for Sales Cloud, and she's definitely a very good speaker, and she will do awesome. And I mean, I know her, and we just talked to her, and she's a. And Christoph Conrads, he's my boss. He heads the overall. He heads the technical audience relations globally, and he's one of the best keynote speakers and evangelists I've ever seen. He started off his career as an evangelist, as an advocate, developer advocate, and now he heads one of the most impactful teams we have in Salesforce right now. This is all about inspiring our trailblazers with the latest content on our innovations on our platform. Right, it's through blogs, LinkedIn lives, code lives, the Agent Force now tours, Trailer DX. In fact, literally, he's doing this TDX Bengaluru for us, though I'm running it from here, but it is him who is under whose leadership this is going to thrive. I mean, he's doing a lot for the community, and he's going to be there, and he's going to be there on stage, and it's going to be awesome to have him. And then we have Avantika Ramesh, who's the Senior Director for Product Management, and that is for Agent Force. So she's going to be on stage, she's going to be awesome again. And there is Sanjana Parulekar. And if you have seen Dreamforce, you might have seen Sanjana and Avantika in one of these keynotes, inspiring thousands of audiences on Salesforce Plus and in person. So you're going to have, and then we have our very own Sanket Atalji, who heads our team besides, he's our managing director and SVP at Salesforce India. I think one of the most down-to-earth leaders I've seen, very closely connected to the communities, a very inspiring personality, very approachable. I take a lot of these good qualities from him, and try to imbibe it myself. And my team is also a big fan of it. I'm pretty sure the Salesforce ecosystem in India is. Then we have Arun Kumar Parameshwaran. We generally call him the money machine because he is, the sales leader for India and ASEAN region. I mean, he's amazing. He's one of the most wonderful leaders I've seen. He's gotten some very big customers for Salesforce. And see, I tell you, this is how it works. I mean, you get customers, they need implementations to be done for themselves. And when implementations are the need of the hour, we all come into the picture. So in a way, it is all connected, right? It's a chicken and egg problem. You need customers, and we need developers, architects, admins, and business analysts, product managers, and all. And only if we have them, we get customers. So it's all very interconnected, and it is all integrated. And I mean, just take time to look at these inspiring personalities in conference. They are very down to earth. All of them just take a couple of minutes, say hello to them, and have these conversations. And one of the best part about conferences like this is that you build a lot of connections, and you get to hear from the best. And that is something you shouldn't miss. Oh yeah.
How many of you have heard about hackathon happening at TDX? Okay. How many of you already registered? How many of you already submitted your teams? Okay. How many of you are still trying to find your teams? Okay. Cool. Do you know what is the prize money for hackathon?
First prize 50 lakhs.
Do you know overall prize money what we have announced for the hackathon?
1.25 CR. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the Agent Force hackathon happening for TDX Bengaluru is going to be the largest in-person hackathon, right? We can't reveal the numbers at all. That's a different picture. But this is going to be the largest in-person hackathon till date, and it is all about. Yes, the prize money is super attractive. 50 lakhs first prize. It's definitely up there with the world-class events that happen. It's not just about the prize money. It is about um, really coming together and competing with each other in a very healthy atmosphere, brainstorming. Just visualize this. You guys sitting in one of the biggest spaces, you have your team, you are there to build one of the best use case for agents. You want to build agents that day. You want to brainstorm, you want to exchange ideas. There is a lot of energy exchange that is happening, and there is a lot of inspiration around. I mean, all of us feel we are the best, and that is how we have to think of ourselves, right? I mean, you just can't think that somebody else is better than you and you can't do something. That doesn't work that way. At that moment, on that day, if we are able to give our best, there is high chance that we'll win that day. Leave, I mean, just forget about who's the best and who's great. At that moment, if you have the right team, I mean, everybody brings something to the table. See, it's about the team. It's not about individual brilliance, right? There are a lot of, individual brilliances around us. Even if you take the example of a sport, even in cricket, I mean, it's a team game, right? I mean, why is India winning so many matches now versus 20 years back? We had great players and individually brilliant players. Sachin Tendulkar, we had Ganguly, we had Lakshman, we had Dravid. Great batsmen, the big four. We used to call them the big four. But somewhere, you know, we probably didn't have the best bowling attacks. Now, the whole team has come together. We are one of the best fielding side. We are one of the best bowling side. We have some great fast bowlers, great spinners, and a wonderful batting line. And that is what makes it the best side. In the same way, hackathon, it is not just about you. Don't think, okay, I don't know this part, so I will really not be able to win that. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a team. It's a team activity. It is about inspiring others in your team to get the best out of themselves, right? If somebody is good at coding, great, yeah, or have. If somebody is really good at coming up with an idea, great. Somebody is a very good business analyst in terms of collecting what we want. We're going to have them. So it's about the team. I think you've won half the hackathon if you build a nice team. It's not just about registering for the hackathon. It is about getting the right team that day and giving your best that day, right? We have got everything ready for you there, for you to do all these things, the right infrastructure, right food, right environment, right inspiration there. So we are doing our part. Now my question is, are you doing your part by getting the best team you have, right? We need to really feel that this is the team that is going to win the hackathon. Now, at the end of the day, it's not just about winning as well. It is about coming together, ideating, building connections, and really learning how this platform works. Because you might or might not win in the hackathon, but the learnings that you want to take away, the connections that you want to take away, and also a lot of ideas that you want to take away so that you can transfer this to your customers in our conversations with them is invaluable. So think of this as a platform for you to really grow up in a lot of other ways, not just win the prize. Like prize money is definitely attractive. I'll be really glad to see you guys win that money. I mean, are we getting a share of that?
Yeah. So I think Kiran rightly said, it's all about the experience coming together, brainstorming, learning from each other, right? It's not about winning or losing. End of the day, what is the takeaway from this hackathon is what we are
But
looking
I want to really see that healthy competition. I mean, I don't want to see people thinking that okay, I can't do this or something. No, I mean, each one of us is very good at something, and we need to really connect the dots and get the right team. My challenge to you is I'm throwing a challenge today that get your best team, right? If you find somebody who's really good at making you help you win the team, if they haven't registered for TDX, tickets are really selling out fast. Get the best team out there and put up your best performance, right? We are ready. The question is, are you?
And I would like to detail the prize monies as well. It's not just the grand prize. We have
So many prizes.
Yeah, we have a runner-up. Runner-up was going to win 30 lakhs Indian rupees, and we have three honorable mentions. Even if you're not the grand prize winner or the what do you call the runner-up, you have three honorable mentions. One is best use case of Slack, best use case of Data Cloud, and best demo. Right? Best demo is like you build a brilliant use case and demo it as perfectly as possible, which solves a real business problem. So that is also one of the prize. And each of these honorable mentions will win 15 lakhs INR. So yeah.
So,
And I know most of you thinking Agent Force is new. I haven't started looking into it. Do not worry. Agent Force is the easiest. Salesforce always brings you the easiest way to build your solutions, right? And we are also going to, I mean, if you have already registered from Hackathon, the emails, what you're going to receive in next 1-2 days or next few days are going to give you a lot of information. How
office hours. Are we doing office hours for them?
Yes.
Yeah. Best practices of being part of the hackathon. How do you come together as a team? A lot of things that you can really do to help your team be successful.
Yeah. So hackathons are, sorry, office hours are going to help you if you want to skill up yourself on Agent Force and also make sure get your questions answered by us. So we are going to do that. And we are going to make sure there is a communication channel which will be open for all the hackathon registered participants, uh, where you can find teams as well, right? So there is someone who already registered and you're looking for a team. So probably you can connect with them and see how you can form a team, as well as you can ask a lot of questions. And we are going to share you a lot of resources to skill up yourself. It could be YouTube videos, it could be blogs, or it could be knowledge articles, or it could be related modules, which will help you to upskill. And you have 1 month of time to do that. Today's 29th, right? So we have exactly 1 month. Yeah. So yeah, this is your opportunity, guys. Be part of the hackathon and take away a lot of learnings, a lot of experience, and definitely a lot of connections. And if you are the strongest ones who are focused, you could be also be the winners. Yeah. So that's about the hackathon.
Oh yeah. Just in case. We're anyways running out of very soon going to run out of TDX passes. But I mean, what's worse is the pricing also gets a little more expensive from April
First.
1st. So if you have your, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're working for our partners like Infosys, Capgemini, Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, and other smaller and mid-segment partners. If you have your friends who are still procrastinating, maybe these 2 days are the days. Just in case if they watch and say. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to highlight one thing. I don't know if everyone knows, but everyone who registers and attends.
I did tell them.
Okay.
They get a free certification voucher worth 16,000 rupees. So that is where you are getting all your money back.
Cool. And for the hackathon, yeah, as I said, we are going to help you with all the resources. But if you haven't formed teams, because we are getting closer and we might close the team forms as well once we reach the limit. There is a capacity for the hackathon as well. Once we reach our limit, we are going to close the team registration as well. Though you have registered for the hackathon, if you're not able to submit your team by the deadline, then you might not be part of the hackathon. So that's part of the official rule. So please make a note of it and make sure you form a team. So that is one. I know you are already trying to form a team, but you are just trying to make the final decision and do that. But it's time you focus on it and submit your teams. Yeah. And as Kiran was saying, Agent Force developer editions are now available, right? And you can actually spin up one of a developer org where you could see all the Agent Force capabilities and explore the Agent Force capabilities so that you can start upskilling yourself for the hackathon. And of course, there are a lot of trailhead modules for you to get started with Agent Force. I think we announced recently the Agent Blazer levels, which has a set of modules which will help you become an Agent Blazer, meaning become an expert on Agent Force. And of course, if you are someone like me who actually understands watching something rather than reading something, we have dedicated playlist on your YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, on Salesforce Developer channel. It's called Agent Force Decoded. Even if you're an admin, there is a playlist for that. If you're a developer, there is a playlist for that. So go and explore those videos as well so that you get a lot of understanding on Agent Force. With that, yeah.
I know most of you in the room have registered, but yeah, spread the word. They're going to run out very fast. We know the number. And before they run out, I want to make sure that as many people as possible get their pass. Right? I think this is one conference that you just can't afford to miss because you will be missing a lot of things if you miss this. And yeah, awesome. So it's the end of the presentation. Thank you so much, guys, for having us here today. I'm totally looking forward to the walkathon. You're walking 5K. You should walk 10K.
One small announcement. We just announced a walkathon half an hour back. We already got 100 plus registrations.
Oh, wow. So you guys know what the Bengaluru community needs. Okay.
Yes.
Then we'll go with you on this. Um, let's. ఏంటి Sukesh, huh? Okay, so what's next?
Panel discussion.
Hmm.
We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll continue with that.
Awesome. So looking forward to the panel. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Let's take a 5-10 minute break. Even to the virtual audience, let's take a 5-minute break. You also grab something and we'll start the panel discussion. We'll try to wrap it up soon. Yeah, I'll see you back in another 5-10 minutes. Uh, am I visible to the virtual team as well? All right. So we have a panel discussion, right? I am going to ask few questions to Kiran and Vishwa. A few questions I've prepared, but most importantly, I'll open the stage to you. You might have a lot of questions. Feel free to ask them. Probably someone from the Bengaluru Dreaming team, just see if there are any questions coming from the chat window. We probably can pick few questions from the virtual audience as well. Am I clear, guys? On that note, I'll take the hosting seat for today, and I'll invite back our brothers and from Salesforce team, Vishwa and Kiran. I hope we are visible. We can off the lights. Is it good for the virtual, Rahul? Lights we need to off. Turn on the lights. We can on the lights. I think this slide is anyway live. All right. So, I prepared questions. So, Kiran is talking about the revenue of Salesforce, right? So, are you guys aware what is the revenue of Salesforce India? More than $1 billion. What is it's in Indian rupees terms? 8,500. I'll read out the actual numbers. It is 9,116.3 crores. And last year to this year, it has grown 36%. It's a humongous growth. Yeah. And it's not only the growth, it's also the profits. Salesforce profits has grown 40%. The profit of Salesforce India is 888 crores just FY24. Isn't it very big? Right? And Salesforce has announced a biggest investment in Bangalore. What is that? Anyone of you are aware? Exactly. So I think we would have heard about towers only in US, and I think in Tokyo also we have a tower. Yes. India is going to have its own Salesforce tower, and we are privileged to have it in Bangalore. And it's a 12-story building in Bangalore. It is going to be live in next, I think, coming quarters. Not sure what is the exact date, but yeah. So this is Salesforce India shaping up. And is it a story of last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year? Then what is this story all coming from? This revenue numbers and the pillars, where it is coming from? We should technically sit Sukesh here. Sukesh, though you made it in a funny way, but that is true. It is coming from community, it is coming from partners, it is coming from customers, and it is coming from well-renowned and inspiring leaders like Kiran and Vishwa. So I've set the stage, and I want to ask one question to both of them. So Salesforce has built one of the most engaged developer ecosystems. Uh, Fortunately, I'm in this ecosystem, and I've been to other communities also, Kiran and Vishwa. I've been to some of the AWS communities, Google communities, Atlassian communities, some of their events, conferences. My only vision of attending them is to pick some learning and add it to our community. But I found out that we have a lot to do. We have a lot of things here itself rather than others. We are one of the most engaging, most welcoming communities, and this has been built across many years. Last time once Kavitra is in Bangalore, we are talking with him how he has visioned about Indian community 15 years back. How people like Gaurav Kesripal, Abhinav Gupta, and some of the OGs of our community, given the first initial push to the community, and then today we are here. I think more than lakhs of community people are there in India. And I also heard about there are two people who joined that community team. initially starting with Kiran. Of course, along with Kiran, there are bunch of folks who joined. Back then, you were called as Salesforce Advocate Team. I think it is 10 years back, Kiran.
I think it was developer advocacy.
Developer Advocate Team. And once Kiran joined, immediately he pulled another gem to the team, and that is Vishwa. And it has happened almost a decade back, right? Back then, our community strength could be few hundreds or thousands. Now we are in few lakhs. The numbers what Kiran and Vishwa are telling, we are 3.5x of 2019 TDX. We are 2x of San Francisco TDX. How is this numbers rolled out?
We didn't tell. You assumed. and I didn't deny your things.
We are on live. Anything will be captured in live.
Yeah, which is why
I understood.
for the live audience.
So I want to ask this question. How does this journey mean to you? Vishwa and Kiran. I mean, I am knowing you for last 6 years. By the way, I am the success story of both of them. I'm forever grateful to Vishwa, who came to my college when I was a student in 2019. I still remember the date. It is Jan 21. He was sitting in the on the stage and giving a workshop on Salesforce to the college. I was sitting that side and listening to the workshop how to get into the Salesforce. And cut short of 6 years, I'm here with them. I can call it as a dream to see them in this panel. And Vishwa, thank you for coming to my college on that day. It really changed my life. I'm very, very much thankful to Salesforce, Vishwa, for being there on that day. My father is by profession, is a RTC bus conductor. We are from a very humble background, financially and everything. But Salesforce has changed my life. I'm a product manager, one of the highest paid product manager. I know these are something I should not commit in live.
What do you mean one of the highest? What's your salary?
6 years.
Let's talk numbers.
It's been 6 years. I'll talk about the impact probably.
Don't talk about I mean, you are the one who started this. So what do you mean one of the highest paid product?
You search in Glassdoor and Ambition Box how much a product manager can earn with this many years of experience. But yeah, the impact point of view, my father was struggling in COVID, and I made him to retire. And my mother is not at all working for last 4 to 5 years, and they're happy. They're enjoying their post-retirement period for last 5 years. I think that's the impact. And I gave freedom to my parents, and I'm doing all these community activities and work at my company. So this has been through Salesforce to me. And Kiran came to my college when I was a student, and we did a very big event. Kiran, if you remember, KL University Mega Meetup, just before the COVID. COVID hit in month of March, and we did that event in the month of February. 800 plus people joined that event, and Kiran is our keynote speaker, and it was a phenomenal and big event.
I wore the same shirt.
Is it so?
I wore the same shirt.
I purchased the shirt yesterday, so just for this panel, I am supposed to purchase this. But is it so? The same shirt? I have a photo. Probably I'll show that photo.
You can validate.
Tommy here. I think it's the same. So yeah, I think February 2020 was the event. Now we are in March 29. That means Kiran is also down to earth. He wear the shirts 5 years back. So thank you for being there in my life. And
I didn't want to buy new shirts, which is why we're doing this.
Sustainability, biodegradability, you can call it as.
No money.
Yes, paid product. So I was very hesitant about this panel discussion also because They're nothing less than my brothers, and they always pull my legs. Though it's my dream come true, but I know these are some repercussions. I need to face it. Laugh slowly, guys. But I don't want to be.
No, I saw him from far today and I thought, who is this hotel manager? And then I came here and okay, this is Sesha. Okay.
Anna, he's done. Anna, you're starting.
Kiran is able to wear the same shirt even after 6 years. Are you able to wear the same shirts?
I mean, the same question goes with you, Vishwa. So, how do you do it? It's not his case.
I'm not wearing the same shirts.
From 5 years back, you are the same.
Both of you can't.
Unfortunately, after COVID, a very good amount of food came inside, but didn't went outside. We were still couldn't able to cope up. So coming back to the question, I'll go back. It's becoming an entertainment panel discussion than an informative one.
You started it. I mean, highest paid product manager. Shirt, sustainability and all.
I'll go with the question because it's going wrong on me. So yeah, jokes apart, I mean, this is what we have the brotherhood and the relationship. So I pursue it in the best way it's possible. I always have a liberty to message and call them, and they're always there for me. Thank you. Uh, so how do you see this developer journey from last 1 decade? And how did we grow? What are some of the key milestones? I know TDX 19 is one of the biggest milestone for this entire journey, and TDX Bengaluru 2025 is going to be another big milestone. But if you want to put it from your words, how do you see this entire 10 years journey? And the follow-up question is, how can we see the next 5 years of our ecosystem growing and evolving? I know it's a bit tough question. We are way ahead of asking this question, but being a leaders, visionary leaders, you might have think something about it. So, want to throw this question to both of you and probably
10 years have been, I mean, it's been a tremendous decade, I would say, because generally what happens in the job ecosystem is that it is very transactional, right? You work with your colleagues, you go to office, and you try to get out of your work as soon as possible, right? That is how it is. You're given an assignment, you complete it, and there you're gone. But on a Saturday morning, if you're all sitting together, right? We had a choice. It's not like our jobs, right? We had a choice to whether come or not, and we chose to come because this is a community, and this is all about building connections, learnings, and also we also have a common interest, which is why it's called a community, and that common interest is Salesforce. So over the last 10 years, I think this has just manifested into 10, 20, 30 folds for me. And India is, I mean, one of the largest communities, most vibrant. Wherever I go, they talk about India. They just talk about the training events that happen here. They talk about the huge partner ecosystem that is there in India. I mean, it's the largest partner ecosystem I know. And I just hear about all these things, and they say you have 2 million people in the community in India. I just think, you know what? What does it really mean to us? I mean, we are meeting, we are sharing knowledge, we are building connections. We have built a very strong community. I think it means two things to me at least. To me, it means that India has taken a leadership position, especially in terms of tech talent. There is no doubt about it. Number two, I think if it is 2 million people, and each of them has a family of 4, we're talking about 80 lakh people which have actually been impacted in a very positive way. Because if you're a Salesforce talent in the ecosystem, I'm pretty sure you're one of the highest paid resource, I mean, highest paid people, for sure. One of the highest paid, I'm not telling you there, but you're definitely there in the top 5%. What that means is um, better families, better education, better societies, and better access to a lot of good things. Right? Once that happens, what happens is the next generation is only looking beyond that. And for me, that means a lot. I mean, 80 lakh people, I mean, it's just a number that I'm throwing it out. Along with that, what I've also observed in Salesforce communities is that the values, the culture that we bring, right? We learn, share, connect with each other, and we help out each other when we are in trouble. That is what it's about. And COVID especially proved that for us. I know a lot of good things that we did around COVID. So this community has come together in times of crisis. And one of the other thing is that equality, I mean, everybody has a definition of equality, and I would like okay. I think that the way we promote women in the community is very heartening to see. I mean, I still want to see a lot of more women in the meetups, in the representation we have in a lot of these conferences. But I think we are in the right direction. I mean, Salesforce as an organization, as a tech community, as an ecosystem values women a lot. And that has been proved once and again. I mean, I don't really need to talk about it, but I think two things. One is we are treating all of us equally. Number two, the impact that it has made on our families in India, along with we proving our strength in the tech space, talent, and I mean, see, this is the largest partner ecosystem, and majority of the big implementations that are happening globally are right from here. And there is nobody who's going to come and argue with that. Right? We've already proved ourselves. Along with that, I think India is growing, because of things like this, and this is one of those reasons. That is what it means to me. And next 5 years, see if Agent Force has come into picture and really saved our time to innovation and our time to code, I think next 5 years it will reflect in other things in life as well. We will grow faster, and we will probably do more productive things going forward, and that will also have a positive impact on our lives. Is what I think.
Vishwa?
Yeah, in terms of growth, I can only think about one thing. I think way back in 2015, I think we actually were doing the student enablement programs. So when we go to college and talk to them about Salesforce, they used to think that I came to sell something to them, rather than telling them Salesforce is a technology company, right? Down the lane, after around 3-4 years, I would say, these universities or colleges started reaching out to us, asking, hey, can you come and do some enablement sessions for our students, right? And way back, we had 2 MVPs. Today, India is representing around 20 MVPs, right? Which is the highest title what Salesforce gives to the community, right? And if you're looking at all the people in the room, right, the number of community groups which have grown, right, this all speaks about the community, speaks about the impact what we made, right? So this is humongous, and next 5 years I would only see this is doubling up. And every person who talks to me, they ask me, okay, I'm already part of Salesforce, I want to get my brother or my cousin or my friend into Salesforce, how do I do that? Because of all these things, we have started putting some programs together. I think Journey to Sales, because of you guys, because we were not able to do everything what we used to do in 2015. We are a small team. So we want to put something together so that you can share it with your friends, families. Journey to Salesforce is one of the programs. Not just that, any enablements, what we are doing is because of all the growth what we are seeing. And as a company or as a community, India is huge, and we represent, as Kiran was saying, is one of the largest communities globally. We'll see the growth in the next few years. You will be seeing it in TDX as well, about how we are growing as a company, as a community, as an ecosystem.
Absolutely, Vishwa and Kiran. And I personally have seen from last 6-7 years. I'm sure there are a few bunch of folks who are in the community for over 10 years. You would have seen how much we have grown. Uh, we've talked good about community. Let's talk something about TDX. Being a conference organizer of a strength of 1,800 people over 2 days, it was a huge effort. I mean, we had a lot of sleepless nights. We did a lot of things for Bengaluru Dreaming, and you are doing TDX. And this is probably, I'll not put numbers, but some X of what we have done for Bengaluru Dreaming and some X of what you already done for TDX 90. So I think majority of them are first timers because there is a gap of 6 years and we have seen a lot of people coming in the community. I'm a first timer, Vishwa and Kiran, and I came inside the BAs on 2nd of May, and I'm going to exit obviously on 2nd of May, and I'll come back on 3rd, and I'll exit, complete exit on 3rd of May. Can you walk me through what I'm going to do from start of 2nd of May and end of 3rd of May on a high level without revealing uh, something which are not to be revealed? So
You're actually coming on 29th of April.
we are also coming on 29th April. Probably you want to give two answers to it because a hackathon, 29th of April and 30th of April we are going to exit. And 1 day break we are having, fortunately, to recoup ourselves and come back on 2nd and 3rd. So I think this is the question asked by many of the first comers. They're asking, hey, is it equal to dreaming? Is it equal to agent force, AI and outdoors? Is it equal to dev days? We told it is 10x or 20x, but probably coming from horse mouth make much more difference. So we want, the builders to talk about it. Probably we'll start with hackathon and then TDX as well.
I mean, hackathon, we will have a certain portion of TDX audiences being at hackathon. Let us speak about where the majority is going first. First, you come for 8 o'clock, 7. You
7 a.m. It's
7 a.m. I'm envisioning the guy or the girl coming for the first time. They come in, they go inside, have their breakfast. No, sorry. Rich.
You have to pick up your physical badge.
Rich. Breakfast. Okay? Then you build connections. Thousands of people around you. Just imagine thousands of people around you. They're laughing, gleaming with joy, and you are overwhelmed. Your first response is you're overwhelmed because it's such a huge platform. And high ceilings, big truss, a lot of creatives around you, a lot of colorful lighting. I mean, not colorful lighting, but bright lighting around you. All green carpets, activation areas. I mean, this is what you're going to see, and you're like, your first reaction is, I mean, the first time I went to Dreamforce. Okay, let me tell my experience at Dreamforce. Maybe it can give you a. I mean, that's the first time I actually traveled to the US. This was in 2015. And I knew that Dreamforce is this big marketing conference. And I mean, when I landed in San Francisco, I was already overwhelmed because I come from a small town in southern part of India, Vizag. And for me, when I went to Hyderabad only, I was like, wow, this is a big city and I can't survive. And distances, traffic, pollution, I mean, big buildings. I'm not used to seeing all these things. I grew up, watching beaches and mountains. And then I went to Dreamforce. First day where we had to, I mean, Vishwa was not there in 2015, but we were told we have to work in some of the consultation areas because I had to staff at Dreamforce because I was an employee. I mean, the scale is so big at Moscow West. I mean, that is where the whole conference happens. The scale is so big, and I was overwhelmed, and I didn't know what to do first. There were a lot of people walking around me. They were smiling at me. A lot of prep going on. Building things and all. You know how that area looks like. I mean, 100,000 people coming into that area. We are talking about a small conference when it's TDX, but Dreamforce is 100,000 people big. I'm like, I was looking at this area and I was like, what am I going to do? And there was my friend who also came just to, just to attend this conference as an attendee. He was overwhelmed because he doesn't know what to cover, what not to cover. So many, more than 600 sessions, demos, keynotes, luminary notes, the big personalities coming there. I don't know. I mean, he was telling, I don't know what to do. What should I really do? Then I told him, don't be too hard on yourself. First, enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience, right? Nobody is going to learn everything. Out of 250 sessions, how many sessions can you really be present at? Right? 2 days, how many sessions are you really going to be present at? Max 6. I would recommend 6, 7, maybe, I don't know, based on your appetite. Or if you can clone yourself, you sit in other sessions. We are in the agentic era, I'll not be surprised if you do that. 10 sessions roaming around in TDX. So basically, my point is that don't be too hard on yourself, don't push yourself, enjoy the moment. You will meet wonderful people around, right? You will have some great food, you'll meet wonderful people around, and just say to yourself that if I have taken the decision to come to TDX, I'm in that 1%. And that is because that is what differentiates you from the other Salesforce developers who didn't make it to the conference. Right? You're already differentiating yourself by just entering into the venue. So that is a huge achievement by itself because that's not your office work, that is not your assignment. It is by your choice that you decided to be there. And automatically when you do that, you'll do great things. Right? You're doing it on your own will and wish. Automatically the outcome is really nice. Now once you're into that area, had your breakfast, you made connections, say hi to people. Look at them. If you have seen them on LinkedIn, if you have seen them in meetups, if you have seen them as speakers in other events, please go and say hi. One of the biggest challenges right now is that we have millions of friends, hundreds of thousands of friends on Facebook and Insta, but I don't know if you have more than 20 friends out there. And how many friends do you really talk to and connect with? I mean, we are living in a very, very, sometimes I feel that it is artificial. I'm on live, that's fine, but I think this conference will give you an option, give you that opportunity to interact with more than 200 people, right? In the rock band, in the food section, in the experience areas, in the activation areas, in the keynote, and you will meet a lot of people. You come there and just say to yourself that my network is my net worth. Right? When you make connections, you're already gaining a lot. And that connection is with you. And there are a lot of things you can do with connections. So building connections, I would definitely say should be at the top, along with being part of the keynote. Keynote, don't miss it. Keynote is the one which sets the whole tone for the event, right? It is going to talk about the latest innovations. There are going to be chapters. There's going to be a great story, etc., etc. Don't miss that. That is going to be very, very inspiring. You're going to have the best speakers on stage. Once that keynote is done, now pick. Okay, I'm working in this cloud. There are some very interesting use cases that I can suggest to my customers. There are some interesting use cases that I can actually learn myself. Pick certain sessions that actually match that. That is my recommendation. And pick something very different. Let's have two ends of the spectrum. Because as a Salesforce talent in this ecosystem, it is always important that you know the breadth as well. Right? Along with the depth, there is the breadth angle. So pick something very different from what you're doing and pick something that really connects with what you're doing. It'll add value. They'll connect, you'll connect the dots. Once that happens, go to these activation and experience areas. Right? Just experience what it is. Experience what an agent is, how to build an agent, right? And how you can, whenever you're doing these things, at the back of your mind, there are two things that should be running. One, how can I share my knowledge when I learn? And how is that I'll actually have conversations with my customers after attending this event? This is a tier 1 world-class developer conference that we're talking about. So so at least 2 experience or activation areas. Sessions, definitely the keynote. Don't miss the luminary note. Luminary note, you'll know why you shouldn't miss it. So it's very inspirational. Be part of these luminary notes because people who are really like making a difference in the societies in our world are going to be there because you don't know in that conversation for 1 hour, you don't know what is going to really click with you. Because I've been part of luminary notes and there are so many things I take back. And that actually influences the way I change as a person every day. Right? It is at the back of my mind subconsciously telling me, okay, this is what that guy told, or this is what the woman told. That is at the back of my mind. For example, recent example is that I think I was talking with Arundhati and one of the gentlemen asked, after so long in your career, what are the 5 things that you would really suggest people to do? She told chin up. First thing is chin up. Anything that comes your way, take it up and go with it, run with it, right? Give you 100%. And at the same time, be realistic. You need to be realistic. You need to be pragmatic on, what is really possible and what is not possible, right? And build strong relations with people, not transactions. And these are some very, very, very important things that will always stay with me for life. Right? If I was not part of that session or something, I would have missed that, and I would have missed the opportunity to change as a person in a lot of other ways. And be grounded. No matter whatever you achieve, I think you are in everybody's position at some point. So you shouldn't disrespect that journey. And you should never disrespect that journey. And I think community teaches you that when you're part of these conferences, when you look at these big execs, who are like larger than life execs coming to you and saying hi, you'll realize there are some things these guys have done right, which is why they are in that position. These are some things as a first timer or the third timer or the fourth timer, you should always look out for. You should look out for content, which I told you about sessions and keynote. You should look out for connections, which I told you about talking with a lot of people, and you should look out for inspiration. That is what is going to come from these luminary notes and all. So these 3 things, don't miss them. The fourth thing, but not the least. I'm mentioning it the fourth because I didn't want you to have fun at the back of your mind at the primary position, but there's so much of fun you could have. Trust me. We want to make sure with the rock band and the opening ceremonies, all that Vishwa is planning, and I'm not allowed to disclose. We don't have a lot of. Vishwa was not there, I might have told something. If I was not online, I would have. But anyways, so content, inspiration, connections, fun. As a first timer or any timer, these are the 4 things you should look at and map these things to what you're going to do there.
Thank you, Kiran. Content, connections, inspiration, and fun. I think you summarized the 2 days of conference in a better way. Probably, Vishwa, you want to take up how we are going to have 2 days of hackathon. 29th morning, a fresher or a person who came for the first time, probably the first hackathon ever they are doing in their life, and going to end their hackathon on the next day evening.
So yeah, I think hackathon is going to be a 2 day event, and we look forward to seeing all with a lot of passion, with ideas and a problem to solve using Agent Force. We have taken care of all the logistics in terms of internet, in terms of what all you need to brainstorm, come up with ideas, start building it. And the best part is we have Salesforce experts in the room. If you have a question, there are people to help, right? You're brainstorming on a use case that you want to build, and there are resources for sure, but you need some guidance, right? And we have Salesforce employees or experts, I would say, who are working on different products, and they are the people who are actually building those products or uh, uh, making those new features on Salesforce. So you have some guidance and mentorship from them if you want to validate your idea, validate your implementation and kind of stuff. So So we are going to have all the support you need with, of course, amazing food, amazing swag for all the hackathon participants who are coming there. And so the hackathon goes like this. Starts on 29th. We open the doors by 10 a.m., right? And you guys can come and pick up your badges. I'm sure everyone knows it. So you have to register for TDX to be part of hackathon. So you can collect your badges and then enter the hackathon area along with your team members. So someone was asking me how many team members I should have. So there is a criteria what we have put in. So you need to have at least 3 members on your team or max of 5. And we expect all these people to be in person and be part of the hackathon. So yeah, 10 o'clock we open the doors. You can come, probably pick up your badge, start networking, and move into the hackathon hall. We'll be prepping up. Uh, you'll have all the content or information which is running on all the screens around you. You take some time to make sure your idea is ready and you'll be ready to start the hackathon. And probably by afternoon, we will kick off the hackathon. Once we see most of them have already entered the hackathon room, we will launch the hackathon with all the do's and don'ts, guidelines. One of the executives, not one, a few of the executives will be there who would also be part of the hackathon. So we'll kick off the hackathon with all the guidance you need, all the rules and everything. And we also give you the agent force orgs, which are required to start hacking, and you can start hacking. So day one, it goes until 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. we will be closing the venue, but you can still continue what you're doing. You can go back to your homes. You're staying in a hotel, you can go back to your hotel, continue whatever you're doing. Come back next day. We are open again by 7 a.m. in the morning, 8 o'clock. Everything is all up and running. Most of the teams will be there. So next day, 7, 8 a.m., everyone is there and you continue hacking. You'll have all the support again from the Salesforce employees and experts. You continue hacking, and 7 p.m. we will wrap it up. That's the deadline to submit your project or the use case. And we expect you to submit a 5 minutes demo of your use case, and it's a video recording. So all you need to do is just submit your use case to us, the video recording with the um, metadata of your org and the details. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's part of the official hackathon rules. If you haven't seen that, you can go and take a look at the official rules. It's a very big document, but I'm trying to summarize what is there in the document. So all the rules and eligibility criteria are there. So 7 p.m. is hard stop for you to submit your hackathon idea, and we will take all those submissions. And there is a team of expert judging panel who would go through all your submissions, including your demo, the use case, the code repo, how you have built the use case, how you are solving a real case business problem. The best part is we are not giving you the use cases. We are asking you to come with the use cases. And you have enough time to brainstorm and come with that use cases, right? There is time for that. So you can start doing that. So yeah, that's about the hackathon.
And always get into a zone when you come to things like hackathon, because it needs you to be in the best state of mind. Get into a zone where you believe that your team is the one which is going to win. Only then, I mean, it's not about believing in you, it is about believing in your team. You'll see, I mean, you'll understand how that whole thing works, but you need to believe that the team you have got is the best and it's going to win it for you. Only then you will see the value in each of your team member, and only then things come together. That is my advice.
Thank you, Kiran, Vishwa. Do you think this answer helped you a lot? Right, Vishwa and Kiran, you don't believe me. Lot of messages, lot of calls we get, the community folks. Hey, is it hackathon virtual? Is it this? I think that there is an intention behind this question. I think majority of the questions has been answered. Am I right, guys? What is the majority, the biggest question in your mind till now regarding hackathon or TDX? Is it the use case?
Yes.
Now you got to know where the use case need to become. How use case is coming? From your end, exactly. So, have you guys having a question of how the orgs are going to work? Are we going to bring the org? Right? It will be given. So I hope this is a fantastic discussion we had. Many of the questions will be answered. I'm sure the virtual folks are also acknowledging it, and this will be anyway in YouTube. They will also see it after the live as well. Thank you so much. Uh, I'll also pick some of your questions, guys. At the last, I have last two questions to be asked. Vishwa, Kiran, I consider Salesforce have some, horizontal products as well as vertical products. We have the CRM products, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, all are horizontal cuts across all the industries. And we have industry products as well. Now, combination of all, we have Agentforce, which is enabling all industries as well as the horizontal CRM products. I think we talked enough about the Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, or all the horizontal products, even the platform. We have done a lot of enablement on Lightning, LWC, and all. Now, Agentforce is top of the town. Everyone would have attended at least one session virtual in person of Agentforce. But being in the community, the biggest task or the biggest challenge people are facing is on the verticals. Are we going to skill up on certain vertical? I'm sure many of you would have been having this question, right? There is multiple products, manufacturing cloud, automotive cloud, health cloud, life sciences cloud, I don't know how many are there, non-profit cloud, and so on and so forth. I think 14 to 15 clouds are there. Is there anything about these clouds in TDX? Are we going to meet any of these dedicated product team in TDX? If yes, how can the people who are in this segment can help? And also to share one of the insight, we do a lot of sessions in Bengaluru community and also probably other communities. We always see a spike when it comes to industry cloud sessions because there is a dear need of knowledge sharing in this. So can you please throw some light apart from Agentforce and even
So my question to the audience here and in YouTube is, how many of us need content on industries?
industries means all the industries I've talked about. Automotive,
Do
manufacturing.
we get a good response from online as well?
Sudhir, you want to check once? You can say yes in the live chat, guys, in the online.
So what we realize is that wherever we go for the meetups or the conferences, one of the things that comes up as part of our conversations with the community is that we need content on industries. Which is why, I mean, Aditya and Vishwa are working very hard to have good part of industries being represented in TDX, whether it comes to demos or sessions. I think they are totally committed to this, and we will do our best to represent most of the industry that you talked about.
Yeah, so we have a dedicated area in the campground, and it has a lot of industry demos what we have incorporated, which in fact we didn't have it in the US. So all the industries what you're talking about, most of them would be there, and we'll have experts from the industry clouds who will be demoing, and we'll also have sessions running dedicated for industries. So yeah, there is.
That's a good thing to be known.
Yeah.
Which industry cloud you guys are expecting, to attend? Anything from your mind? FSL, health cloud, wow. Good. Data cloud, automotive, manufacturing. Anything else? Revenue?
I can hear you all, and I can map all those things what we are building together.
You got the request, Vishwa.
Yes, and we are going to publish an agenda builder, which is going to help you a lot. In few weeks, probably in the second week of April, we are going to publish an agenda builder. So that means we are going to showcase what are the sessions which are going to be presented at TDX. So you have an opportunity to go and select which sessions I want to attend, right? So if you're interested in industries, right, you can go and bookmark those sessions and make sure you are in that room or in that hall where you can go and attend that session. And there is a mobile app as well, the TDX events. If you haven't downloaded it, I think you should download it. The Salesforce Events app. It's on the Play Store and the App Store. So you can download and use your what you call TDX registration logins on the app and start browsing. But it's not live yet, but it will be live soon with all the content. So you have that opportunity to browse through all the content and bookmark and attend those sessions and demos.
Thank you. My last question, and I'll open up the panel and Q&A for the audience. What will be the one piece of advice you will be giving to a Salesforce Trailblazer who is coming? And already Kiran talked about connections, inspiration, fun, and content. But one piece of advice for someone who is coming to the TDX and this should be like a promising note for them to just before entering. You want to share anything, Vishwa? I got the answer from Kiran on that, from your point of view.
See, I can't say one thing. There are a lot of things which already Kiran.
You can add more.
Yeah. But of course, Kiran didn't mention that. Right.
Swag.
Yeah.
It comes under the fun element.
Fun element. Yeah.
Swag.
So for sure, a lot of swag. Definitely you can take back. But I would say memories. Right. Just not knowledge and everything, but this 2 days or including hackathon, I would say 4 days. It's all the memories and the kind of experience you had with the entire event is what you will talk back to your friends, colleagues, or you will understand that. I mean, I can't say it in words, but as Kiran was saying, his first Dreamforce in 2015, I can also imagine my first TDX or first Dreamforce. I know what was the experience. It is definitely overwhelming, but I would encourage you to engage in different activities or different sessions which interests you. There is a lot happening there, right? There's a lot happening. But make sure that what is important for you, go there, talk to people, grasp all the knowledge what you want, which will help you to grow. And this conference is definitely going to help you grow professionally for sure. And with all the elements what Kiran said, it could be luminary, right? All the inspiring leaders who are coming will definitely help you grow professionally as well as personally.
Thank you, Vishwa. I think I can add the fifth one as memories. We are going to build a lot of memories from TDX. I'm sure even whoever has attended Dev Days, right? Whoever have attended any of the Dreamings, whoever ever attended the A&out tours, I'm sure you have some memories, right? You coming out and talking about it till date. So I'll open the stage to you guys. If anyone of you have any questions, we'll take up the questions. And virtual folks, please put your questions in the chat window. Probably Sudhir, please coordinate and direct those questions to us. Maybe one mic and try to transfer. So Akshay, you can help and anyone have a question, please raise your hand. I can see a couple of hands raised. Yeah, Siva will come back to you.
So one of the things that I've noticed with Salesforce conference, especially with keynotes, is that it gets filled up soon. And there's always a lack of space. People stand outside. There's a big queue. So my request is that for TDX, can we ensure a bigger space, especially for the keynote even, so all of us can come and sit down and participate in that.
Genuine real estate question.
Give him a VIP.
So yeah, that's a good point. While we were brainstorming internally as well, we know that a lot of people wants to sit in the keynote room and watch everything happening in live. But yeah, we have a very big keynote room. It's only for the keynote. So there is a very big keynote, and again, we can't accommodate all the attendees in the keynote room. That is something you all know, right? But yeah, the doors are open at 7 a.m. Right? It's up to you. If you want to be part of it, yeah, you should be there before anyone else and make sure you get into the keynote room. So make sure you come early. There is breakfast provided for you, right? You can go grab breakfast. And the keynote is going to start roughly around after 9. Make sure you're ready and be there before 9. Not before 9, I would say early, so that we will start opening the keynote rooms probably around 30 minutes before the keynote, so that everyone can go in and settle down. So be early there, but we have a huge capacity. 2019, we had only one hall. This time we are having two separate halls. I mean, the scale is big, so that is the reason. So keynote room is a very big hall with other things in it, but yeah, it's a very huge hall.
Just to add on to that, even the sessions usually get filled up. Despite us reserving the sessions, it's usually first come, first served. So just wanted to check if we have this concept of reservations still existing or it's always going to be first come, first served.
It's we don't have reservations. So I think previously we had that. You have to book your slot to enter the room, but we have kept it open. And the theaters or the breakout rooms, what we have, are huge. And we also have an overflowing capacity. So to actually add a point, for whoever who cannot get into the keynote, we actually broadcast that in all the other halls. So you can actually sit and watch what is happening live. So that is also there. But we have a huge capacity for all the breakouts and theaters. No reservations. It's like first come, first serve.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Dilip.
Dilip, go a little early, no?
No, actually, last time for Dreamforce, I was there at 7 a.m. For the 8 a.m. Dreamforce, and it was already full.
Hmm.
So people had been standing for 5:30 in the a.m. in San Francisco cold weather.
Good,
I just wanted
good,
to
good marketing for you. I love it.
So is he telling us to come by 5:30 AM in that case?
No, no, don't come back.
Thanks.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. That's a very valid question.
Don't come at 5:30, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Sitesh. I'm working at Town. So my question is as simple as that. So TDX will be happening going forward in India also, like in US.
Yeah, it's happening this year.
Going forward.
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
it should.
Yeah.
unless
We
something
should make it
stops.
successful this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
we all together should make it successful.
Thanks, Sukesh. The very valid and genuine question.
Hi Kiran. So the hackathon prize money is of 50 lakhs, right? So what was the tax deductions after? So we all know that we have a team of 5, but our government is also a sleeping partner of our winning team. So whether it's going with the Indian taxation or with the US taxation cut.
I seriously had a response to this. I so want to say it out, but I can't.
Normally, I'll take this answer. No, sir.
Let me be, yeah, before Sesha takes it up. You already made the calculations. 5 people?
I'm just dividing how much I need to spend to my team actually.
Oh, you're not even having the equal spread. You are thinking about it also.
So there is a gift tax that that comes into picture once you get prize money and all, and that applies. I don't know what exactly it is. Maybe 30%.
30%.
Huh?
32 and what I'm.
There you go. You know the answer.
But I'm thinking like whether you are going with the Indian or with the US.
Don't go with that
Indian.
that deduction. I think you'll have one.
Done, done, thanks.
Yeah, I think he answered. It's an Indian direction.
Because see, this conference is happening in India for our audience, and the rules of the law of the land applies here. Unless there is something else to this. But by the way, I'm innocent. I just told you what happens.
While talking about the tax, Kiran, you mentioning about 200 hours, right? Voucher. So you converted 200 to 80, 16,000. Actually, we have GST also, apart from tax. So it is actually $236 each voucher worth. And I just calculated it comes to 20,200 rupees. So that means for a 2,000 rupee of, whatever you are paying to attend TDX, you're getting 10x return the moment you enter inside the TDX, which is 20,000 rupee worth of voucher. So
Covers your flight ticket.
covers the flight
You're
ticket.
coming outside Bangalore.
For the localites, it's for us, it's a bonus. Which cabs you're coming to? Air cabs or what?
I heard metro is pretty good, and it's got a direct entry into BIC.
Yes.
So that is wonderful.
Yes.
I've seen the menu. He went yesterday. I have seen it 45 days back, but it's got a pretty good connectivity in terms of metro.
Yeah.
I don't know about others.
Just walkable distance from metro, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, metro I felt it's the best because I took a cab to the venue. So, metro is the best.
I traveled in the metro also. So very good.
Yeah, any last questions? We'll take questions from the virtual audience also. One last question from in person. Yeah, one. Can't hear, can't.
It's not TEDx, it is TDX. TEDx is a very different thing.
Yeah, in DDX, we are going to have a lot of hands-on session and events, right? So, do we need to come with our own laptops to attend or to have to participate in our hands-on session, or will it be? I just want to know.
You can bring your own laptop, but for all the hands-on, we are providing the laptops. So if you think that it's good to have your laptop, you can carry it. Otherwise, for all the hands-on areas, we would be providing the laptops. You need to just come, sit, get your hands on that.
I mean, I'll tell you when your laptop becomes useful. Let's say that whole activation area or experience area is household. That is when you can leverage your laptop. Otherwise, wait. Don't need a laptop, you can wait until you get your turn. That is where it is useful. Apart from that, I don't really.
Yeah, I think there are few. See, we gamify all the learnings. If you remember dev days as well, we gamified most of the interactions. Like you need to go to a particular activation area, session after the session, or be part of the escape room kind of stuff. So we will have a gamification part, and if you want to enter that area, if it's already full, right, and it needs a laptop, there are few areas where you can actually get it completed from your own laptops, and there is Wi-Fi as well, right? So it's good to carry. I wouldn't say no, but it's good to carry if you have your own laptop. So you can just pull it up and complete that rather than waiting in the queue. Though the capacity is huge, we never know it can be full most of the time. So it's better you pull your laptop and do it.
We'll take one last question from in person. Looks like there are not many questions from the virtual team. And probably busy in meetings.
Myself Shiv Sai Kumar. So I'm working as a full stack developer at new to this ecosystem. So I have two questions. One is asked my friend before the same question I had. Another one is like few of my friends asking like during the payment it was asking the credit card. So which they don't have and even my limit was exceeded. So it was stopping to them. I mean to this
sessions are happening and where you can navigate yourself during sessions across the mobile app, even Salesforce even app. You need to install it.
Yeah. I would strongly recommend guys open your mobiles, whether it is App Store or Play Store. There is an app called Salesforce Events.
Yeah.
Install it and keep it handy. I'm sure there will be an announcement coming in next few days, and there you can easily access entire agenda and so on and so forth.
With your colleagues and your teams and all. I mean, this what I mean. You know what connects with them. Okay, certification voucher, a keynote, or maybe a chance to participate in the hackathon, rock band. All these things, you know what's going to happen now. Spread the word. Because I don't want any of them to miss. Um, Definitely, there will be a lot of people who miss, but I'm trying my best because Bengaluru is local crowd. It is easier for them to come with such a reasonable ticket fee and experience a world-class DevCon. I mean, they'll never forget you for referring them to something like this. So if there's a WhatsApp group or a Slack group or whatever group you guys are on, maybe Teams, just use this QR code and tell them why should they be there in TDX this year. That would really help your friends be at this conference along with you. Make sense? Can I ask you that? Oh.
I think Seja can share all those resources with you guys if you want it. You can probably send an email to everyone who attended or that you can share it with your friends.
Absolutely. We already been in connected somewhere other in WhatsApp groups or you are receiving our emails. We'll share it once again. Before we end this, right? Vishwa and Kiran, any parting thoughts for both hackathon as well as TDX conference? Any last thoughts you want to share for all of our attendees? One question I want to ask before you answer. I have seen some of the people raise the hands who haven't registered. May I know what those people? Yeah. Are you guys going to register after this event? Yes? Yes? What made you to register it? What made you to inspire to register to
We
this
are
event?
forcing on that.
I am doing my way of marketing that. No, jokes apart. Ma'am, you want to talk about that?
So yeah, I had a question on the agenda again, and I spoke to Kiran earlier, so that also changed.
Probably people are waiting for agenda. I'm sure it is coming soon. You don't wait till the agenda comes because it is 1999 will become 2499. I don't. Yeah. So please register. All right. Party comes.
Well, there is only one thought, don't miss it. If you're in Bangalore, I think this is one of the events you shouldn't miss it. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll be there and looking forward to meeting each one of you and your friends at the conference. Huh?
We'll say hi.
Yeah. I mean, why will you not say hi to me? We'll take away your pass. Absolutely. I think we'll all connect there and we're going to have a blast. Trust me. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for being there on this Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to meeting you all in walkathon, followed by hackathon, followed by. So on count of 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. TDX. 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 Awesome, guys. Lovely audience. Thank you very much. One photo. Let's come this side of the stage. We'll take a one group photo and then we'll leave. Thank you.